Now, the concerns about what will happen when these persons, the members of the Benue State House of Assembly, meet for plenary is now a major concern because of the crisis that has already begun with regards to those suspended. Will they come to the State House of Assembly, seeing that they say that they haven't been given a right to fair hearing as it is? Ibrahim, this is quite a concerning issue for people who are being represented by these members at the State House of Assembly. Recall that they were also asked to return certain funds that was meant for them to travel internationally. There's so much going on with regards to this issue, really.
Absolutely. So, just like the question that I asked Mayowa, I don't understand the rationale behind you joining certain group of people to vote out the... You
agreed?
Yes, to remove the chief
at the
judge.
Floor.
Exactly. And then by the time you go out...
You step outside, you call the press
180
conference.
to say that no, that it's quite unconstitutional due to certain reasons. But
Were you under pressure?
Exactly. So it looks like there is a kind of fight between the executive and the judiciary, now using the legislative as a proxy, for this fight. So if there is a clash between the executive and the judiciary, that's a problem, because what does this say about the separation?
Mine would be that why would the legislative join a fight that does not concern you?
And they're supposed
so we cannot categorically state that they are joining the fight. That has nothing to do with them.
As a proxy, there will be those that are loyal to the executive. They'll be loyalists to the chief judge, the attorney general, and so it's more like broader politics, political matters playing out in Benue State. But the thing is, these are the people that are expected to represent the interest of the people, their constituencies. So it should not be a kind of one man show or one man's interest over the to overshadow the overall interest of all of the people. So.
All right, we have a member, Benue State House of Assembly, Honorable Douglas Akaya, joining us now to talk about this matter. He is one of those that was suspended yesterday by the State House of Assembly. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Now, the first question to you was, why did you vote in the floor of the House and then decide to have a press conference saying you were not part of the people who decided to agree that the Honorable Chief Justice be sacked, or removed, rather?
Well, thank you and good morning.
Good morning.
You see, the first thing I would like to say is this. Between the Speaker and his cohorts and the 13 of us who choose to stay on the path of the law, I don't know who is being dishonorable. Your people were there, the cameras were there, and the Speaker himself in yesterday's session admitted that some members voted with two hands. That's to tell you that the voting ab initio was even wrong. We are not children. The people he accused of voting, one of them is a lawyer, and the other one is a pastor, and the third one too, they are responsible people. He claimed they voted. These people did not vote. We were in the chambers together. This was covered live. The cameras are there. If you review the videos, you see that none of them raised up their hands. So clearly, sitting on the seat of a speaker and lying, I don't know.
So are you saying that you were not part of those that voted in clear terms?
In clear terms, we did not vote and we stand by it. We did not vote.
So exactly
the
what...
13 of us did not vote.
Exactly what is
and they went
about?
ahead yesterday against the rules of the House and claimed they suspended the 13 of us. The rules are very clear. Even if you are to suspend us, you are supposed to recommend us to the Committee of Ethics. That was not done. And then you cannot suspend us for more than 14 days. They suspended for 3 months. If you say the majority leader is fond of saying, yes, the House can regulate itself according to our rules. But the same rule says that for the House to regulate itself, you need two-thirds majority of members to vote for that. That was not still done.
Right, Honorable Akia. How do you now explain what exactly is going on? Help us understand. Is this a broader political struggle between the executive and the judiciary, now making you, part of it, but some of those that are loyal to the executive and, to the judiciary? Help us understand what this is all about in the first place.
We please get this thing very clear. We are not talking about being loyalty to executive or loyalty to judiciary. We are talking about the laws of the land. We should be honorable men. That is why we are called honorables. We should live by the laws as an example to our constituents. It is very clear. This is politics taking too far. You cannot go and corrupt the judiciary with politics. This is politics taking too far. I will stand on the side of the law and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We have no right to come and say that we are removing the chief judge. The law is very clear. There are several authorities. A lot of people are speaking on this. The NJC has now finally spoken. And I just hope that they will cover their faces in shame. Benue State should be known for producing food and not for this kind of rascality.
Right. Now, your choice of language, Honorable, please, you mentioned that you are honorable members, so your choice of language must also reflect that, please, as we speak on this matter. But quickly, let me ask you. Now, are you saying that you and the other members that have been suspended are accepting this suspension, knowing that you are saying you can only be suspended for 2 weeks, or you will be part of plenary when next the House meets?
How can you accept illegality? How can you accept illegality? The suspension is illegal. It is null and void. There is no suspension.
All right. So what is the next step you intend to take?
Well, you will know. You'll be the first to know.
And that's why we're asking you.
Sure. I say you'll be the first to know.
So tell us.
Must I tell you now?
That's why you are here.
That's how we can be the first to know if you tell us.
That's why you're here. You're here to talk about this issue.
You will be the first to know when we decide. We are going to meet and decide.
Let us look at this.
The House has been adjourned.
Right.
So before the House has been adjourned, we know that nobody has suspended us, and we are members of the Benue State House of Assembly. So you can imagine yesterday they brought talks to the assembly. The pictures are everywhere, the video is everywhere. They brought touts and brought police from government house to block assembly gate to stop us from getting access to the complex. Nigerian police.
All right, very quickly, Honorable. They've asked you to return the fund, for the foreign trip that you plan to make. Do you consider this? Do you consider this a punitive measure or something that is, way out of, the conversation?
Look, there is a tyranny and dictatorship breeding in Benue. I hope the whole of Nigeria is looking at what is happening in Benue. But clearly, they are not a court of law. We are supposed to travel as officials from last year. The monies were long paid. Visas have been applied. Monies have been expended. And then you come and say that they should bring the money. Is the speaker, is he a judge of a court to order that we should refund money?
Do you not consider it as a way of being accountable, as a way of being accountable to the people of Benue State? When you're given something and then you're asked to refund, since you're not traveling, you're not going on the trip any longer.
How to refund monies that have been expended? You gave us money to travel. We have applied for visas. So you say bring it back. For what? We're already telling you that the suspension is null and void. The suspension is illegal. So we cannot bring money. We are traveling. It's official. And no court of law has suspended us or has asked that validated their suspension. In any case, they are not judges to come and decide whether we should return monies or not.
Now, I don't know if you are looking to engage the people you represent on this matter. Have you done that, or are you planning to do that?
Of course, the people are with us. They have condemned this in totality. They are with us. You know, the last hope of the common man is the judiciary. The people are even scared of what is happening. If the chief judge of the state can be attacked, can you imagine that thugs were taken to the state high court?
Now, these are unverifiable statements from our part.
Nigerians should be concerned. Nigerians should be concerned with what is happening.
Right.
Meetings are being held. Some of us are being marked down to be attacked anywhere they see us.
These are unverifiable statements, and we cannot just take that on this program because we do not know if you are being marked down. There are no evidence here for you to prove that.
People have been calling and telling us, even people who have attended those meetings, who are even willing to come out and talk.
Okay, we'll continue to study this development. But then, how does Governor Alia react to this? Because according to recent report, he said he's studying the Assembly's recommendation and that the NBA urges adherence to due process. So, how could we possibly end this impasse, going on in Benue State? Because the people are watching, just like you say. What should they have in mind going forward?
I don't. You should ask him his reaction. I'm not his spokesman. And I'm not in his mind to know what he wants to do. His reaction should come from him personally.
But no, I'm saying what you would like to tell the people of Benue State regarding this impasse.
Of course, the Benue people should always at all times stand on the side of the law, and they should remain law abiding. There should be no crisis, and we should hope for the best.
But let's look at the judiciary for a bit and the allegations laid against the Chief Justice of the state. There is the saying that there is no smoke without a fire. Has there been any case against the Chief Justice, and were there investigations done?
You see, this is the crux of the problem. If you say you have a case against a chief judge or any judge for that matter, what you are supposed to do is to take it to NJC. The Assembly is not the NJC. We cannot sit and decide whether the chief judge has done right or wrong. Whatever the issue is, take it to NJC.
And was that done?
No. You can see the statement the NJC released, that they only got a petition yesterday.
Yeah, so according to the NJC, the NJC actually insists that Ikpambase remains the chief judge pending its investigation.
Of course.
And that the NBA, they also threaten a court boycott of the state if they install a replacement. So what legal steps would you recommend as you pursue this, this challenge?
I told you that whatever the case is, you will hear from us. I assure you, you'll be the first to know.
All right. We'll have to leave this conversation here now. Honorable Douglas Akaya, member, Benue State House, thank you so much for your time on the program.
Thank you. God bless.
And you too.